was a goal right at the end, which got a point today. I suppose sort of well deserved with the amount of chances we've had in that game.
Yeah, I mean, we created enough chances to win the game. We a little bit like last week, I was really happy with how solid we were last week, but ball possession and retention last week wasn't good enough, and all the ball retention and possession today was in front of them. We didn't get through them, we didn't get around them, we didn't play quick enough, and we mixed it up a little bit because we wanted to do that. There was a couple of lads who were carrying heavy injuries from last week who only trained sort of half an hour, so we thought another couple of days would do them the world of good to going into the Hereford game. But whatever 10 outfield players I'd have picked from everybody involved today, should have been a lot more comfortable on the ball and a lot more dictative with the ball. So yeah, slightly disappointed in that respect. But you don't get a load of chances of these type of games, swirling wind. You don't get a load of chances, but we certainly had enough to have gone ahead. Could have gone ahead within 5 minutes. Really, that. Dan done brilliantly. That's what he's all about. He can turn on a sixpence. He can roll people. And if that if they saw the net ripple after that, it might have been a completely different sort of 85 minutes after that. But as it happens, it turned out to be a frustrating afternoon. They from minute one, they were taking a long time to do a lot of things, as teams do here. And I think we've been better this season when teams have come at us. I think we've been better when you're playing against teams like Kings Lynn and Chester, Stockport, who come here and really have a go at us. And I think we have to be so much better against a team who just sets up to be hard to beat and play down the clock. And one of the biggest frustrations for me was the fact that we actually lost for concentration as well. So it should have really been another clean sheet. It didn't really look like Test and Pete that many times. But we lost with concentration as well and ended up conceding. So when you don't hit the back of the net from the chances you do have, you sometimes say, well, all right, it's not been great and it's probably not been good enough either. But you come out with a point, and we ultimately ended up coming out with a point. But I'm slightly disappointed with the way that happened even. So yeah, a frustrating day all round. We can't afford too many more of those. But we'll have to learn from it. We'll have to dust ourselves down. The players will. I threw the gauntlet down them there because I need character. I need bottle. I need the ability that they have undoubtedly got to perform on a home stage. Maybe the last time under lights at Bootham on Tuesday. That's the challenge for the lads now. And I'll pick the team who I think I can most rely on to do that on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a point today, but it's possibly a point which could be massive come the end of the season.
Yeah, obviously, as I say, 3 points is what we desperately wanted to do. We desperately want 3 points from now at the end of the season. Wasn't to be today. We weren't good enough in front of goal. We weren't good enough with our back to goal. We weren't good enough at exploiting them quick enough, because by the time we got going today, a lot of the times with the ball, they'd already got every outfield player back in their own half, and it is difficult when that happens. Even the top teams will tell you that. You've heard managers over the years talk about teams parking the bus and how difficult it is, and they come out of it. Great teams come out of games with draws, and that was one of those days. Today was very difficult. Once if we hadn't played very quickly from the moment Pete got the ball onwards, then they were all back in shape, and it was one of those frustrating afternoons. But teams might see that that's a way to frustrate us, and we have to be better. We have to be much better. We have to be better than that. And we have to break them down quicker, play with more confidence.
Yeah, and the new lad Sam Jones getting a few minutes in today. Is there a lot more to come from him?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. He hasn't played a lot recently. He's done most of his football on 3G, training on 3G. So windy day on a bobbly pitch, he couldn't really get the quality into him. There was odd bits that I know I've seen him play enough times to know he's going to be a real asset. But I had no problem putting him in, just especially when I knew that Kieran and Paddy. Kieran was in the hospital last Saturday having an X-ray, so we've got good quality and strength and depth to be able to change the team and know that the players that you put out there should be good enough to certainly perform better than we did today with the ball.
Yeah, back in action on Tuesday. A good chance to extend your lead at the top. It is.
We'd like to have been 5 points clear now at the top. We're 3 points clear. Teams have got games in hand, but as has been proven the last 2 or 3 weeks, games in hand don't mean a lot until you put 3 points to them or 1 point to them. So you know, we are sitting here as we stand coming into March, 3 points clear at the top of the league, and I'm still standing here not particularly happy with what I've saw today. So yeah, you know, it's a strange position to be in. We know exactly what we need to do. The players have just been told exactly what I expect from them now going into Tuesday, which is a massive reaction with the ball, and you know, we go from there.